Hello and welcome to Eastern Weekly. I'm Henry Perrin. If you're a fan of music and feel like ending this semester with a bang, be sure not to miss this year's Rock the Patio event brought to you by Campus Life. Rock the Patio features artists from your community, free food and snacks to enjoy, and more. Go support your local artists while enjoying free food and free music in the University Park April 18th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. With finals coming up, many of us are questioning our own mental health. Aiden Rodriguez has this to report on the topic.
Hey Eagles, this is Aiden Rodriguez reporting to you from the Student Center. Here at EMU, we want to promote positive mental health, not only on campus, but off campus as well. So we're here talking to fellow students to see how they practice positive mental health over the summer break. Hello, Sarah.
Hi.
So what's something you do to promote positive mental health over break, or just something you practice that helps with your mental health?
The best thing that helps with my mental health over the summer is spending time outside. Because during the school year, it's so cold, you can't really get out. So summer is the best time to go for a hike, just spend time outside reading, just anything outdoors.
Love me some outdoor reading. Well, thank you so much for your time. Hey, Ava.
Hello.
What's an activity you practice that helps promote positive mental health over break?
I like to make sure that I'm getting enough sleep, and I also like to make sure that I have some structure to my day.
Good. Always good to stay structured. Even in times where you're not on campus or you're not at school, you don't always have that structure. It's always good to, work on it yourself. Hey, Noah. Nice to meet you. What's something you do to practice positive mental health on your time off campus?
Well, something I do every day is I try to pray, because that's something that I believe is very good for you. And also, other than that, I also practice really good mentality and attitude towards the day. Just try to have a positive outlook on each day of life.
That's the best thing you can do. Just look on the next day positively, Just it's all in the mindset. Hey, Nick. What's something you do to promote positive mental health over the summer, or just to practice it?
Usually in the summer, I like to just kind of keep working. I usually like to have a summer job. This year I'm signing up for some summer classes. It's just kind of, I'm entering my senior year, so I'm kind of just really going hard in on my degree and just kind of, just sort of keeping everything moving so I really don't lose momentum over the summer. I think it's just the best way that I handle it.
Yeah, always good to keep on keeping on. Thanks for your time, Nick.
No problem.
I want to thank everybody who came out to talk today. We definitely appreciate it here at eWeekly. I hope you guys at home can take in some of these tips and tricks and help practice promoting positive mental health over the summer. This has been Aiden Rodriguez. Back to you.
There are many exciting things to look forward to with the last few weeks of the semester. On April 17th, today, there is the McKinney Gallery exhibit grand opening, which many have been looking forward to. It will focus on the Eastern Michigan's pioneering efforts in athletics and sports. It will be at the McKinney Hall on the main floor from 3 p.m. to 4:30 p.m. You can view the elements and talk with the students about their experience designing the exhibit. There's more to playing video games than just playing and nerding out. There's giving, and more accurately, games for giving. Caitlin Jackson is here to tell us more.
So Gamers for Giving this weekend is an event that's put on every year by an alumni of Eastern named Zach Weigel.
This year's Gamers for Giving event is taking place at Eastern Michigan University's George Fairman Center. Today we're going to talk to Zach Lewis and David Walsh.
Gamers Outreach has been around for a few years now, and what they do effectively is put go-karts into children's hospitals, and those go-karts are filled with video games and everything that kids can play. So ultimately, Gamers for Giving is a large-scale event with hundreds of gamers gathering to play a LAN event that they can pretty much just celebrate gaming and enjoy each other's company while supporting a cause that ultimately helps children in need or in dire need find joy and ultimately find healing through the idea of play. So something we're really excited about supporting.
I'm Zach Weigel and hosting the event at high school, and it was this early kind of era around gaming have some negative negative stereotype. And I heard about this gamer who wanted to do something at their high school, was shut down, and wanted to kind of show what good gaming could do. I decided to come out to the first event, support it, and just wanted to help support the Halo event that they had going. And after talking with Zach more, kind of hearing his vision and trying to figure out what we could do more with gaming, that's how I've just been on board.
With over 500 attendees, this year's Gamers for Giving event had a donation goal of $500,000, and by the end of the Streamathon, they raised over $839,000. Reporting from the George Gervin Center, I'm Caitlin Jackson.
EMU's National Forensics team has returned from EAU Clare, Wisconsin, victorious, placing 4th in the nation after a very successful weekend of competition. Several team members are returning as national finalists, including Louise Enhung, the national runner-up in the informative, Megan Hulsman, 6th in dramatic interpretation, Gavin Millard, 6th in after-dinner speaking, and 3rd in impromptu, and Kate Inman, 4th in persuasive. The team also leaves with many semifinalists and quarterfinalists that helped carry the team to the finish line. In 2 weeks, everyone involved will be heading to Central Michigan University to compete in the final nationals. EMU Forensics continues to stand among the top programs in the country, and we excitedly await their return. Our own Eastern Echo is an award-winning college newspaper. Asen Breener sat down with Christine Ulfhoff with this report.
This year, the Michigan Press Association has awarded Eastern Michigan's Eastern Echo newspaper with the College Newspaper of the Year award. Here we have Christine Utoff, and we're going to talk to her about what it takes to win an award like that.
I'm Christine Utoff. I'm a lecturer and the student media advisor for the Eastern Echo and Cellar Roots at Eastern Michigan University.
So what is your role at the Eastern Echo?
I serve as an advisor to the student media crew who actually operates the news organization. And we call it a newspaper, but we're also a website. Like most news industry producers, we are accommodating our readers who like to read things on digital devices. So we do all that. And that's one reason this award is kind of important to the team, because we do both and we enter the categories in both. And the Newspaper of the Year award goes to newspapers that are doing multi-platform work, and not only doing multi-platform work, but they're also providing content that their audience cares about. And that's another reason I think the Echo succeeded, is because we are in a unique position to cover Ypsilanti. We don't just cover the university. The Echo has been an independent newspaper, not necessarily a college newspaper, an independent newspaper for a very long time, since 1881 actually. And we focus on covering the news that this whole community is interested in, and trying to make sure that people get the news that they need and they want.
Awesome. How does the Michigan Press Association decide who wins college newspaper?
They usually have a judging crew that is from another state that judges all the entries, and there are a number of different categories. We won numbers of awards in writing and feature writing and photography and even comics. We have an interesting comics page and a lot of comics artists at our campus. It's something a lot of college newspapers don't have, but we have a really strong staff there. So we entered all of those contests, and for all of the wins that we get, they get points. So all of the judging is done by out-of-state impartial judges, and then the points are added up, and the newspapers with the most points get the awards.
That was you guys?
That was us this year, yes it was. And we compete among some of the biggest newspapers, college newspapers across the state. So it's a good thing. The kids are proud of the award, and I'm proud of them.
Very exciting. Have you guys won the award before?
We have in the past. It's been a while. As a lot of things happened during the pandemic, the newspaper kind of shrunk in size. We stopped printing. We made the case that print was important, so we still do print during the regular academic year. And I also think that's one reason our diligence and our importance to serve our audience on all levels actually helped to award us winning that award. It means we're doing what we're supposed to. And in journalism, our job is to serve and to shine a light in places that people need to know about. And if you believe in the First Amendment and you believe that we govern ourselves, then we need to be good about giving information to our audience so that they have the knowledge they need to vote correctly and to do to govern themselves. If we're not an informed electorate, we can't govern ourselves.
If anyone watching wants to join the Eastern Echo, get involved, how can they do that?
They can go to the website and there's a place to apply. They fill out a form, or they can just email editor@easternecho.com and tell us what you're interested in. You have to be a student. You have to be at least full-time student, or what's qualified a full-time student, which is about 6 hours per semester. So, but if you have any interest at all, and even in selling ads, we even have a business team on our staff. So writers, photographers, comics, artists, editors, we'll take everybody.
Thank you, Christine, for joining us and talking with us about the Eastern Echo. And congratulations to the Eastern Echo for winning that award. That is really cool. That's all from us. Back to you guys in the studio.
The semester is coming to an end. Many are getting ready with their cap and gowns to graduate. As they step into this new chapter, we congratulate them all on their achievements and hard work. We look forward to the amazing things they're going to do. Spring commencement is April 27th in the George Gervin Game Above Center from 9:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. Congratulations, graduates, and best wishes on your journey. Who viewed the eclipse last week? Our Eastern Weekly staff did, and here's what they saw.
What's up, Eagles? We are here at the Student Center on Monday, the 8th of April, to celebrate the eclipse and to join the Eastern Michigan Eclipse Viewing Party. We're going to go talk to some students and see what their plans are and what they're excited for this year's eclipse. So, what brings you guys to the Eastern Eclipse Viewing Party?
I'm here because I love the moon. Last time there was the eclipse, I was like 15 years old, and I went and watched that when I was in high school, so I wanted to come see another one.
Did you see the last eclipse?
No, I had no idea that the last eclipse happened. I was like 7. I had no plans to come to the party.
I kidnapped her to come here with me today, so.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm super excited. It already started, so it looks really, really cool.
I'm just excited to see the solar eclipse because it only happens like once a century. I think the last one was in 1991. We were like 98% totality. Like, that's pretty incredible. I have major FOMO, so if I were to miss this, I'd never forgive myself.
I'm just interested to see what it'll all look like in full totality, because we're getting 98% or something like that, so it'll be interesting.
Thank you to all the students who talked to us. We're about 30 minutes out from the eclipse, so we're gonna pack up and go watch the eclipse. Back to you guys in the studio.
If you are looking to start up a new hobby that involves art this summer, the Ypsilanti Fine Arts Club will be meeting every first and third Wednesday of every month. They meet at the Riverside Arts Center from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. All are welcome, and it's free. You are not required to present, but if you decide you can, present 2 original pieces. CS is being introduced to EMU, but what exactly is it, and how does it affect you as an EMU student? Gray Connor is here to tell us more.
The building behind me is the EMU Department of Public Safety. Between the year 2014 and 2020, over 30 women made allegations against EMU fraternities, describing instances of sexual assault and sexual harassment brought on by the fraternity members. The EMU Department of Public Safety utilizes student volunteers under the group CS to patrol the campus at night to make sure that all students stay safe. Given the recent allegations of the fraternities on campus, we'll be talking to a current member of CS, a sophomore at EMU, who's been working there for over a year, who can talk to us a little bit more about the training that she's gone through and the protocols that they follow at CS to make sure that instances like the fraternity cases never happen on campus again.
Hi, I'm Elise. I worked for CS last year, and yeah.
Alright, so what does your guys' training look like when you're first starting the job?
So basically after the interview, I had to do a list of different modules of different training and expectation for the job. And then when you actually go into the shift, depending on what shift you are, you shadow different people.
Okay, and what are the different shifts that you can have on the job?
So right now, back when I was working, we had 2 different shifts. We had an earlier shift and a late night shift. I'm not too sure on the time, so don't quote me, but the earlier time I think started at around 6 to 10ish, and then the late one started around 8 to 1ish, I think. But the earlier shift I know is majority just people escorting you, usually 2 sets of people, and they're all located everywhere around campus, and you can just ask them, and then they'll walk with you to a certain location. And then the later night shift, I'm pretty sure it's mostly the van escort, is where people are usually just driving in a van, and you can call them, and they can pick you up and actually drive you to a location instead of you walking. Yeah.
Oh, so then will there be both of those types usually in the night, like van people and people walking?
Yeah,
around?
sometimes.
Okay, got it. Well, thank you so much.
No problem.
That's it for Eastern Weekly. Thanks for joining us this semester. We'll see you next fall.